Well, here it is, the video that everyone wants, and that is my live reactions to Scaled and Icy. Now, you can see behind me in these two windows that there is still some sunlight out. Now, the Scaled and Icy has already been released in several countries, including Australia, New Zealand, Thailand, for example. There's a lot in the Philippines also. And I wanted to wait until it was legal somewhere. I was against all the leaks yesterday due for the fact of that it was an illegal thing at the time, but now that it's released in some countries today, I am all for it. And also due to the fact that I have work tomorrow at 7 in the morning, which means I have to get up at 5:30, and so I don't want to be up till 2 o'clock in the morning editing and producing this video and uploading it to YouTube. So we're recording it a bit early, and if this happens to upset you that I'm doing this very early on, 100% get it. 100% get it. So that is why when Live the 21 Pilot site will let me access it, I'm going to be buying 2 more of the exclusive black sleeves covers of the album, if they're still available by the time I get on there. And I'll be doing a giveaway both on the YouTube channel and also on Discord. So look out for those giveaways in the future when they do come. Anyway, this is going to be my live stream reaction of the 21 Pilots Scaled and Icy album. And I'm putting on headphones so that way I don't break any single copyright rule. Anyway, let's go for it. Also, before you ask, I did get this from somewhere, and I'm not a snitch. I will not say where I got it. Let's start off with Good Day. Oh, wow. This is like lights turning on. I love this. That is a nice drum beat. Good Day. Ooh, that is a spicy progression. This is so Billy Joel. This is so Billy Joel. This can be a theme of a movie. If they want to make a theme a movie, definitely good intro track. This is so catchy. Good Day is very catchy. So now when people talk about like songs not sounding like 21 Pilots, like Saturday, when they hear Good Day, they're gonna also say it sounds like 21 Pilots because it's just so happy and optimistic sounding, like they did say in the Zane Lowe interview. Like there's horn section in there. Bop. This is a bop. Good Day is fantastic. Man, that is Elton John. That is Billy Joel. That is so good. So good. It is a bop. So now the next things that we get on the album is, of course, we get Choker, we get Shy Away, and I have said a lot of stuff about those songs already, so we are going to skip over them, and we will move right into The Outside. I like the panning that they do in this one, so like, it's stuff in one headphone versus the other headphone, just, I really dig it. Oh, what is that? I can get with this one. I can get with this. This reminds me a lot of Post Malone. So much posty vibes here. There's a lot of like cool stuff they're doing in the mix when it comes to like panning, as I mentioned before with the ping pong very beginning of the song, but like also just like stuff happening in this one and what's happening in this one. 2 different things. So dancey. So dancey. I love it. Kids will try to take my vibe, or am I on the outside? There's this one, what's bothering me about the song is like there's that one thing like sounds so out of tune in there, and ooh. So here's where Megalodon comes in. I can vibe with it. I can vibe with this. If I had to compare this to another 21 Pilots song, possibly Pet Cheetah, maybe, but then again, this sounds nothing like Pet Cheetah. This is very, like as I mentioned before, very Post Malone-esque. It reminds me of Eminem's song off of, I forget which song, but it kind of reminds me like of an Eminem, Ed Sheeran, Post Malone vibe to it. So I can vibe with that. It's now typical to the music that I typically listen to. It's not what I would typically listen to. Like, I do listen to a lot of Post Malone stuff. I listen to a lot of Eminem stuff. I listen to like the Ed Sheeran album when he collaborated with a whole bunch of artists, like Antisocial with Travis Scott in there. I believe that's the song I'm thinking of. But it's a good song. I can vibe with it over time, but right now, I don't. It will take that one will take a bit to grow on me a little bit, but still good song nonetheless. Now I move to track 5, which is Saturday, and once again, same thing for Shy Away and Choker. I have said my piece with those on the channel already, so we'll be moving to number 6, Never Take It. I'm having a weird deja vu with this song. It feels like I've heard it before, and I didn't listen to any leaks before today. They won't try to weaponize you and I. Huh. This is catchy. This is really catchy. They're trying so hard to weaponize you and I, never take it. So because of that part about weaponizing, this has something to do with the lore. I can already tell you that much. But I am just listening to this to enjoy. Then I'll dissect. We got a Screamy Boy. We got a little Screamy Boy in there, which makes me really happy. I didn't think we weren't going to get any hint of Screamy Boy. What's that guitar? That was a guitar. What? Like, I hear so much guitar in this song, just in the background, and it makes me super happy. There's a guitar solo! There's a guitar solo! There's a guitar solo. There's a 21 Pilot song with a guitar solo. This has suddenly become my favorite song off of the album. This song, Never Take It, it's 21 Pilots meets Green Day, and I am all for it, and I love it so much. It is 21 Pilots meets Green Day, meeting like, oh yeah, and that stuff. So good. There's a 21 Pilots song with a guitar solo, and I need to learn that immediately. Let's move on to the next. Let's move into Mulberry Street. Let's go. Turn to a convertible. Yeah. Tie strings on our hands and feet like they're puppets. This song is so good. It's so like this is more 21 Pilots meets Billy Joel, and it is so good, and I'm for it. I am all for this. I am in love with this. I can see why people were Team Mulberry Street, even though they've never heard it before. This is an absolute bop, and it's a jam, and I love it. Or we're like building up, or we got brought back down. It's very interesting, because like, as those break it down, Tyler sings, I'll hear a song in the distance. And we know that trash is like this creative thing. And ooh, trumpets! That is Josh bringing out the trumpet for this album, and/or it is the trumpet player of Mr. Wives, who's been in a couple of 21 Pilots songs, such as the Fall Away thing on YouTube, as well as the Level Concern Outside video. But there is like this like talk as the piano was breaking down. Tyler sings, listen for like an idea in the distance, which is funny because, you know, trash, big flying dragon who can be off in the distance. Like, even though Tyler's in Dima, trash could be somewhere else, and Tyler just needs to listen to the low rumblings of trash to get this idea. This song is such a jam, and I love it so much. So good. That song is fantastic. I love it so much. That is wonderful. Mulberry Street, Never Gonna Take It, Good Day, The Outside. That is the order of how I'm ranking everything so far. Of course, I'm not putting Choker, Shy Away, Saturday because we've already listened to them before, but man, that is so good. And let's move on to the next one. Song number 8, Formidable. The one I've been most excited about, been Team Formidable since day one. Alright, starting off kind of like Choker with the electric drums, and there's guitar in the intro. There's the acoustic guitar. There's the acoustic guitar. I forgot all about the acoustic guitar in this song. I am so covering this one. Formidable, if I had to describe, it is 21 Pilots meets Paul McCartney and the Wings, and/or 21 Pilots meets the Beatles, because this is so fantastic. Which is funny, because traditionally, usually, not a huge fan of the Beatles or Paul McCartney and the Wings, but this is so good. So it's clear that this song is Smithereens Part 2, Love Song to Jenna Part 2. And it's fantastic. And I love it. It also could be a song about, with first listen and making these comments, could also be talking about mellotron in the backgrounds. A mellotron, which is an instrument used in Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles. The Smithereens Part 2, and I love it so much. Smithereens is one of my favorite songs off of Trench. It makes me think of my girlfriend. It makes me think of my girlfriend with this song. I love it so much. Definitely covering this one. Maybe for next year's anniversary, I'm definitely going to be covering Formidable. Such a fan... Thank you, Car Outside. Such a fantastic song. And the car went the other way. Okay. But you know what? Such a fantastic song. I'm in love with Formidable. Definitely it was worth the hype for me. Moving on to song number 9. Everyone seemed to be hyped for this one. A lot of people listened to this leak in particular. This is The Bounce Man. Ooh! Like a little flute in here. More like Mellotron sounding stuff in here. We get Jay Joseph's vocals in the backgrounds, which, hey, they sound good. I like them. This one's very chill. It's very laid back, and I really like it. Yeah, I can vibe with this. I've compared this to like 21 Pilots meets this other artist. So just from listening to here, this is 21 Pilots meets Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Just like that, just Jay Joseph's vocals in the background, the chord progression, just some of like the jazzier things in here. Like the pa pa pa. Definitely reminds me of like 50s music. Soldiers on My Pedigree. After Formidable, and after Never Gonna Take It, this is nice, chill, laid back. This is, describe it to as like tying with a Trench. This is very reminiscent to like a Legend for me, where it's just this laid back, chill vibe, and very snap, clap sort of thing. Yeah, I really dug it. I know a lot of people were scared with this one because of Jay Joseph's background vocals. I remember that was like a whole thing when the liner notes got released, like people not being excited for Jay Joseph off the album, but it didn't bother me. It really wasn't that offensive of a vocal line. And yeah, I dig it. I really just like dig it. Interesting thing that really stuck out like while I was listening to it was there's a line about, if you don't respond, I'll know that you cross state lines. And now in the world of like us today, that is typically not an issue, only because like you know, with these things right here, we can text and call across state lines, and that's fine. But if this is like where we've seen these demo posters that were out, that came out today as I'm recording this, but yesterday by the time this video goes up, that it's like this old like TV show style sort of thing. Like you can look at that, if I put the screenshot of the image right there, it's like this whole like carpet that looks old, the outfits that they're wearing, the makeup, just the aesthetic that they're going for from this poster advertised in live stream. It's very old like things. Like if this is a Scale AC prequel, like a prequel to the demo stuff, I don't think it is, but that'd be an interesting take on it. Let's go to the penultimate song now, No Chances. This is Ode to Sleep-esque. This starts off like much Ode to Sleep, and I'm here for it. Are Are the Bishops singing this one? Shoulder tape. Taurus in the Octagon. Ah, Conor McGregor reference. Okay. This song, I think this might be my new favorite off the album. It is so much lore. It is so... It's lore. This is... So, like, if there's any song that just screams, this is about Dima, it's this song right here. I paused it. I still have over 2 minutes to listen to it. Let's get back right into it. I'm so excited. This is so good. We've got people on the way. We want you back home in one piece now. We get bodies every day. We want you home in one piece. I was not expecting this. If there's any song that's going to be make the 21 Pilots sound people happy, it's going to be this one. It is so good. Some acoustic guitar in this one. I am here for it, as always. Like, just this operatic thing of the Bishops saying, "We come for you, no chances." It's so good. We're definitely going to be dissecting that song. That song is worthy of being dissected and is going to be a major play in the Dima storyline, much like Mulberry Street is going to be a big play in the Dima storyline, and I love it so much. That was fantastic, and I think that is now my favorite song on the album. I had a lot to be excited for. Like, we had the guitar solo aspect of Never Take It. We had the Beatles sounding things of Formidable. We had Mulberry Street, which is like this great thing. No Chances just sprung up to the very top of the list of my favorite song, which means we have one more song left. Redecorate. Final song, I don't know if I'm ready. I'm still on my hype from No Chances. Such a great song. 4 minutes long, the longest song on the album. Let's go. So, like, the intro starts with like this very ambient sort of thing. Like, there's some talking in the background. Ooh. The vibe on this one is so nice. Flat on his back, he's heard a new directive. Think back to the choker, think back to the jumpsuit. I don't want to go like this. This is also going to be lore heavy. It's fantastic. Because, like, the chorus of this one is him saying, "I don't know if I want to let my people make decisions." And the song is from the perspective of Tyler and/or Clancy, this main character we've been following throughout this entire Trench storyline. And it's so great. It's so good. Very lore heavy. It's also like so lo-fi. It is very just, this isn't this is rap heavy. It's not like any other closing song we've ever had by 21 Pilots before. Like, every song, it's been like this piano outro sort of thing. Like, think Leave the City, think Goner, think Truce, think even back to Isle of Flightless Birds that had a nice piano outro. This is rap, hip-hop, electronica, and it still ends on that depressing note that all 21 Pilots albums do. Because, so good. So good. This is what The Outside was missing for me, because they just like did this explode sort of thing, and it's so fantastic. The album entirely is mixed super well also, and this is so great. This song kind of reminds me of Morph in many ways. This is Morph 2.0. Because, like, just what's happening right here in the outro, there's, like, this piano thing that reminds me, before we go into the Josh Dunn section, which it's important to note, I have not heard a single Josh Dunn at all. I don't know if I will hear one, because we have less than 10 seconds left. And it ends on this little tiny drum thing from Josh. And that's the album. That was Scaled and Icy. Wow, that absolutely fantastic. That album is such a great album, and it's mixed so well. Literally, like, everything's so good. It's very. I wish I was in the studio figuring out how they produce some of the things, how they pan certain things, what systems they were using, what instruments, what plugins they were using, because it is so well mixed and so good. Lyrics are fantastic, and this is going to be a very divisive album for 21 Pilots fans, especially for the people that didn't like Saturday, because this is very pop, hip-hop heavy, I want to say. Like, for every single song, we've had, like, 21 Pilots meets the Beatles, 21 Pilots meets Green Day. We've had 21 Pilots meets this hip-hop group insert here, because I'm not really that familiar with a lot of hip-hop groups. I'm a rock musician sort of thing. But such a fantastic album, and I love it. And for people that says it doesn't sound like 21 Pilots, they're going to be pretty shocked when they hear all of this. It is so good. And it is fantastic. Well, anyway, guys, let me know what you think of Scale and Icy down in the comments section below. What do you think of the album? What is your favorite song off of the album? Because it's hard for me to choose one right now. I think if I had to put 3 up there for number 1, No Chances, Formidable, and Never Take It. Those are my top 3. However, I think my favorite has to be No Chances. And I need to listen to No Chances and Redecorate again to pull out every single bit of lore that's in them, because they are so lore heavy. And so is songs like Mulberry Street, for example, even The Outside. I need to re-listen to all this stuff. I need to look at the lyrics that are available on Genius. I've been holding off. I haven't looked at any of those. And it's so good. It's so good. And I'm excited for the live stream tonight. I'm excited for where we go from here and what comes after this. And there's one more album within the Demon storyline. I hope it comes in 50 years, because I love this ride we're taking, but I guess I'll just take my time on this ride. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye and good night, but more importantly, have a good day. I'll see you guys later.